welcome back in Kuala Lumpur for a second daily video report. And for today we will focus on the Malaysian Army modernization program and of course on some new products.
Okay, as far as Malaysian Army is concerned, this is the first time we were given the opportunity to have a booth in the main pavilion with the others OEM or exhibitors. In fact, for today, for this year, we are showing the capability of Malaysian Army in line with the best practice of the day. For example, like you can see beside me is a future soldier. Past history, future mystery. When we talk about mystery, uncertainty. Then for the future also, due to the advancement of technology, the soldier, the capability of the equipment also improve tremendously. The information overload, that means the soldier have to process a lot of information in the limited times. So what we are showing now, behind this wall is the Army Operation Room, the Infantry Division Operation Room, which controlling at the moment during DSA 3 main activities, which conducted live. One is live firing in Asahan for surface-to-surface artillery. A second one exercise in Army Training Center for this operation in Bilap area. And last but not least, the real operation in east part of Malaysia. Whatever they do over there can be seen and controlled by the commander inside here. After this, you can have a look inside, yes, and see, and then you can see how the commander control all the 3 main exercise more than 200 kilometers away. So from there, and then after the Gulf War, the 2000, we start with the new capabilities to ensure that our armed forces or our army in particular can operate anywhere, any part of the world without having problem. That's why you can see today, as far as our future soldier is concerned, they can operate anywhere, especially during United Nations mission. As far as artillery is concerned, as you are aware, the new system, of course, they improved tremendously in terms of other criteria, for example, speed, firepower, lethality, and so on.
Sapura is actually one of the main company that's in Malaysia that has been entrusted to develop what we call the defense electronics industry. And in here, we are focusing ourselves in 2 different areas. One is actually military radio communications. The second one is actually the network-centric operations. Right, the Malaysian Army has identified the digital space as its next dimension. And because of that, we have developed what we call the network-centric operations, module systems, and that systems has been deployed to some parts of Malaysia, and we are looking forward to deploying it further to other parts of the country. The system is actually, the core system is actually being developed by our own engineers. Obviously, we have some advice coming from international partners, and so that when we develop something, we can benchmark it into certain world-class standards. Yeah, and other than the core systems, we are also responsible to integrate with all other military elements, sensors, radar, shooters, and these are all not an easy thing to do because, as you know, Malaysia procure so many different types of elements, equipment. So therefore, we must be able to integrate and to interface with a lot of sensors, a lot of shooters, and a lot of other military platforms. Well, I must say that you can see it for yourself today. Next door, next to us, is actually the Military Army Pavilion, and you can see they are showing what we have deployed to them, which is exactly the network-centric operation systems. So I guess that speaks for itself, where our own customers, in this case, portray or rather show our own systems at their own booth. So that, to me, is actually a magnificent testimony for our company and for the Malaysian capabilities.
So what we have here in DSA, we have 3 different variants. On the most right is the RCWS, the Remote Control Weapon Station variant. The middle one is the surveillance variant. This is the most sophisticated variant that we have. And on the most left is the anti-tank guided weapon variant. We have, as you said, we have 2 versions of turret, 1-man turret and also 2-man turret. 1-man turret is equipped with 25mm sharpshooter cannon, while the 2-man turret is equipped with the 30mm cannon. Yeah. So for this ATGW variant, as you can see, we have the 30mm gun over there, and also on both sides of the turret we have the missile launcher. The target can be hard target or soft target, depends on the type of operations. It depends on the operational requirement of the Army at that point of time. Depends on the mission as well, right? The range can go up to 5 km for the most effective range in order to get the most output. Driver, we have the commander, and also we have the gunner, right? And also will be supported by, for this variant, there will be 3 personnel at the back who will be, providing the support in terms of loading of the missiles and things like that. We have the radar system, we have the image viewing system, day and night, and yes, they will also be able to do the tracking on the targets. The company who is providing this is Rheinmetall, Norway, right? And we have telescopic mast which can be lowered and also lifted during the operation. The total number of variants will be 12, right? We have IHV for the infantry fighting vehicles. We have AHV 30 for the armored regiment. We have also the anti-tank guided weapon variants, surveillance, RCWS, and upcoming ones would be the ambulance, mortar carrier, armored vehicle fitter, armored vehicle recovery, and CBRN vehicle. So what you are seeing now, displayed in this DSA, is already in the service. Okay. All right. So while the other variants, we are in the middle of developing. All right. Starting from the layout design review and continuing to that will be testing and also qualification tests. We will follow on. Yeah.
We do some R&D with the partner from the Scotland. We do 2 variants. One is the SOV, which is light strike vehicles, and the other one is for troop transporter. It is the same platform, we change the variant, So the special about this vehicle, we make sure of the stability. So the center of gravity must be good, 25% each of the tires, mid-mounted engines, so to make sure that you can fire it in moving when we're moving. Yeah. Actually, this vehicle we designed for the fast, rapid mission. They go, they shoot, and they go back, and also for the recon and the long range. We have 80 liters fuel tank, which is go around 900 to 1,000 kilometers. Yeah. This is our first prototype, and we do it in local, in Malaysia. We design, we do the testing in UK for the FAA test, everything we do it. But in terms of the fabrication, everything we do it in Malaysia.